You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. We're going to talk about Matt Araiza because the Bills have officially cut bait with the punter, who, of course, the other day allegations surfaced that him and two former San Diego State teammates committed some very heinous acts during a Halloween party. A situation where the lady did go to the police the first thing the next day to report the incident. We have had some new discoveries in this, most notably the fact that there were NFL teams that knew there was something around this guy, and they chose not to draft him, which leads you to believe, well, how much research did the Bills decide to do before they took this guy? Because it should be noted, he was considered far and away the best punter in the draft, but two punters got drafted ahead of him. So that's something that should be noted here. Something was going on. This is Florio. The Bills have decided to move on from punter Matt Araiza. The team has made the decision 2 days after news emerged regarding federal lawsuit against Araiza and two others alleging bad shit. Let's just put it that way. Believe it or not, bad shit is safer to say on YouTube than what actually happened. The alleged victim was 17 at the time. Brandon Bean, the GM, explained the decision to reporters during Saturday night's press conference. He did not play in their last preseason game, by the way. They said him. Quote, "We don't know all the facts," being said. At this time, we think it's the best move for everyone to move on from Matt and let him take care of this situation and focus on that. Being said, the Bills first learned of the situation in late July when they were contacted by the alleged victim's representatives. Quote, "We tried to be thorough and thoughtful and not rush to judgment." Being said, "We don't have the means to put all the facts together. We don't have access to everything. That's more important than playing football. We want Matt to focus on that." Being explained that Araiza provided the team with his version of events. Obviously, Ariza's version conflicts with the versions of the alleged victim. Being added that the team's initial statement on the matter should have made it clear that the investigation was not completed. Along the way, however, the Bills chose to release Matt Hack and to keep Araiza. Hack has since joined the Colts after Rigo Berto Sanchez suffered a torn Achilles tendon. Quote, "This is bigger than football," being said repeatedly. It's still confusing that the Bills knew about the situation in July, but did nothing until a civil suit was filed. A criminal investigation has been occurring. Information was available. It almost seems as if the Bills deliberately decided to lay low and see if it became untenable from a PR perspective. Now that it has, they're making the only decision they can, given that Araiza plays a position that allows for a simple replacement. It is clear from the press conference that the situation created a major headache and distraction for coaching staff and front office over the past 2 days. Given that Araiza is a punter, they apparently decided it's just not worth it. Okay, let's touch on that a minute because, yeah, this is part of the problem, okay? This is an ongoing investigation, and I do have a major problem between the way this is being handled versus the way Deshaun Watson has been handled. This is exactly what should have happened to Watson. Okay, let's be clear. In my opinion, they both should be unemployed right now. Okay, but the league didn't do it. The NFL didn't do it. Why? They gave preferential treatment to a quarterback, and I think that's bullshit in a case like this. I really do. Now, look, got to be clear. This kid could be completely innocent, and I get that. But from the outside looking in right now, it looks real bad, and you can't keep the guy on the team. I know that's actually pissed some folks off. I mean, come on. If I owned a business, he'd be gone. Okay, I owned a business for 12 years here in rural Texas. Do you really think that my customers conservative customers would be okay with this guy being around? Not a chance in hell. They drop me like a bad habit. I'm just letting you know. So I really don't know what the defense is there. I understand you got a woman that, in theory, could not be telling the truth. I get that. But at the same time, there is a perception issue, and it is business at the end of the day. So we're not saying he doesn't have the right for this to play out and come out the other side, be okay, and come back to the NFL. Now, if he's fully cleared, he deserves to get a job in the NFL. I'll be the first to say that. He deserves to get a job in the NFL if he is cleared of wrongdoing. Plain and simple. Okay? And as of right now, the Deshaun Watson case is worse because, look, you've got investigators that actually found something did happen. So that's something else to think about here, too. Some NFL teams did know about Matt Araiza's incident before the draft without knowing all the details. It goes on to talk about what we just talked about. But some NFL teams did know before the draft that Araiza was involved in an off-field incident. Executives from 2 different teams told Associated Press they knew of Araiza's involvement in an off-field incident before the draft, but neither executive knew the extent of the allegations. The 17-year-old had accused Araiza and 2 San Diego State teammates of raping her during the 2021 football season. The AP did not know the name of the 2 executives or what team they worked for. One question has not been answered is whether the GMs of the Ravens and the Buccaneers, both of whom took punters before the Bills drafted Araiza, knew of the accusations before the draft. Araiza was widely considered the best punter in college football last year. It was surprising when 2 punters were drafted ahead of him. Well, now we know why. I mean, most likely now we know why. So that's just a side note to this, in the fact that look, this was floating around. How the world the Bills did not pick up on this, I don't know. That seems pretty strange to me. I think I kind of lean towards what Florio said here. The Bills chose to draft this guy. And because there was not any lawsuits filed, keep in mind, they're doing a criminal investigation on this. Okay, so once a civil suit came forward, oh crap, it got into the public. Everybody can see it. And they chose to make this decision over PR. Well, I mean, that is a thing. We can't act like it's not. All right, next thing you know, you'll have people protesting outside the stadium. From women's organizations, and I get it. He could be innocent, but NFL teams will have to look at that after the process plays out, because from the outside looking in, it looks so bad. It looks really, really bad. So, anyway, tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 fans. Wow, what in the hell's going on? The NFL... We always talk about it every week. There's something new, something involving some kind of potential criminal activity and law breaking when it comes to NFL players. It's nuts. It's the craziest league ever. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.